We're here in Bangkok where we got the Pandas getting ready to take on the 6-4 Houston Stags. Man, we got a good one here today. We got J Money versus Moses. We got Johnny Mutton Chops versus JB. This is going to be a great game. Dogfight should be high scoring because the Stags, man, they can keep up offensively with literally any team in the league. They're that good on offense. The problem is, can they get the stops when needed on defense? And then for the Pandas, it comes down to that offensive line versus that D-line. It comes down to Ice Spice versus CJ Bosa. Ice Spice versus Embry Phelps. Can those two guys get going on the D-line and try to find a way to get to Mutton Chops in the backfield, get to Dominique and get a sack or a tackle for loss? Because you know the Stags are going to run the ball. And Mutton Chops is going to get his runs. It's not going to be a straight shutdown every game, every play for him. He's going to get his runs. But the point is, you got to try to contain it best you can with that D-line and that front seven of the Pandas. Stags on the defensive side, they need their secondary to show up because, you know, the Pandas have been more pass heavy than seasons past this year. So you need guys like Moses, Trey Martin, Travis Hunter to step up. Either if he can't intercept it, at least make a deflection or a big hit to knock the ball free. Because you can't give up just any easy pass plays because when the Pandas find their groove, it's hard to get off of them. But the number one difference maker in this game is the turnover battle. Whoever wins the turnover battle wins the game. Guaranteed. It's not, no, whoever wins this turnover battle wins the game. And that's both teams. That's what it's come down to. Both teams all season long. It's Pandas. They haven't lost a game yet, but they've won the turnover battle in each one. They don't. Last season, their losses came from losing turnovers. They can protect the ball today, and make the right reads, make the right throws, hold on to the ball when running, and the offense should be fine there in Bangkok. We talked to Steve Yandy, though, head coach of the Houston Stags, and asked him, what are the keys to winning here? Who's somebody, we could kind of look out for? Just a little bit of an update here on the game, as we get ready to head down to the field and get this one started. And he was like, obviously Johnny Mutton Chops has to be the number one option, has to be involved, and you got to get him going early because you want to establish that run game and you want to make sure it's there all game. And then secondly, you need Dominique to limit the turnovers. You need him to figure out where Tina and Nathan Bodie is, JB, to find out where these veterans are on the defense and not go their way. Try to test these rookies a little bit on the defensive side. And then not only that, he said Yandy said they need to score fast. They need to make sure that the offense is moving, they're grooving, and they're in rhythm. Because they said when that happens, the defense feeds off that and gets in a rhythm as well, and it makes it easier for them to get stops and to get off the field. So it looks like it's going to rely on Mutton Chops being Mutton Chops and limiting the turnovers. And then as a player to watch out for, Steve Yandy said Tim Jim has been going crazy all week here in practice. He's been trying to fire this D-line up and really get them going. So you're going to have to look forward to him as he's going to try to really get a lot of pressure on J Money. And if he can't at least get a sack, at least make it a difficult throw or, find some way to affect J Money in this Pandas offense. But it's time, because we got the Around the World Sports Network here to present to you the Season 8 CWSFL playoffs, where we got the Houston Stags and the Bangkok Pandas, the 10-0 versus the 6-4. We got the East versus the West. And, man, this is two high-powered offenses, and they're ready to kick this one off. They're ready to get this one going and see who goes to the Gold Bowl. Now, let's get down to this field. Let's get this ball game started. And, man, these playoffs are about to kick off. Wow, we got the Houston Stags and the Bangkok Pandas. And it is a rainstorm for this playoff game. This great matchup we got here. We got Johnny Mutton Chops taking on this Pandas defensive line who has been unreal. But we got the real matchup here. It's Johnny Mutton Chops versus JB. Running back versus middle linebacker. Pandas start off with the ball here in this one. Tina gets a 23-yard return to get things started here. And man, we got a good one. Uh-oh. Jay Money was under fire on that first drop back, and he tries to get it to Trayvon Wright, but he cannot complete the pass. It's going to be a 2nd and 10 here. It is a sold-out crowd. It is loud. It's going crazy. Ooh, deflection. Uh-oh, 3rd and 10. Travis Hunter, the rookie, coming up big here in the playoffs. Wow. As the Stags are on the road, they got a big 3rd down to get things started. This is huge for this defense. Ooh, and Jay Money says, not so fast, my friend. Jamar Chase, his right-hand man, comes up with a 43-yard catch. And it is a 1st down, Bangkok, and they're in the red zone. And this offense might have just found its groove. It's Herb Collins breaks off one tackle and dives into the end zone for a 27-yard touchdown run. And just like that, after a big 3rd and 10, looking like a punting situation possibly, turns into 2 plays later, 7 points with an extra point for Mr. Automatic right through the uprights. Wow. We get to see this Houston Stags offense come out now that's led behind Johnny Mutton Chops, who just finished up a season with rushing yards that are now 2nd all-time for a season and touch. Oh, and the first play of the game is a sack as it's Pablo Baby Carter Sanchez. 9-yard loss and down goes Dominique. But Mutton Chop also, his touchdowns, 2nd all-time in a season. And here he is, Mutton Chops on the first carry for him. Wow, incredible. What a run. Give him 47 on that, on an outside toss. Johnny Mutton Chops. Wow. They are now across midfield, and this drive is going very well now. Started off rough with a 9-yard loss, and then Johnny Mutton Chops says, hey, just give me the ball. Let me do what I do. And that's exactly what he's doing. Dominic drops back to pass. Uh-oh. Finds a Gonkson, the tight end, the rookie. 18-yard catch, former Ravager. They're in the red zone, or they're in the 1st and goal situation now, as it is a 9-yard line. Stags are in scoring position. Uh-oh, there it is. Ooh, doesn't happen. Trying to get it back over to Gonkson, and then there's a 7-yard completed pass. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 2. Can the Stags punch this in? You got to think, give it to Mutton Chops. And that's what they're going to do. And he's going to run right past the defender. And there's a touchdown. Houston Stags. Johnny Mutton Chops is in the end zone on just his 3rd carry of the game. Wow. You think here in the rain is going to be a good game for these running backs, as both teams will probably not want to pass it that much because the rain is coming down pretty hard here. Tina is going to get a return here. Uh-oh. And he breaks off one tackle, but he's not able to pick the speed back up. But he gets 29. They start off in good field position from the 35. Both running backs back in the backfield again. And they're going to get it over to Jalen Jones out in the flat. And he's going to get 9 yards. As it's going to be a 2nd and short. About a yard to go here. What is Jay Money and this Pandas offense going to do? Uh-oh. It's a wide open Flandy Floss over the middle. Brought down by Trey Martin. But Flandy Floss gets 18 on that. And they are now across midfield at the 38-yard line. Uh-oh. Has a wide open Jamar Chase, as Moses is able to bring him down, though, when he catches it. But it doesn't matter. It's a big gain, and now the Pandas are back in the red zone again for the 2nd time here in this 1st quarter. Uh-oh. It's Jalen Jones. He breaks off one tackle but celebrates way too early. What are you doing, rookie? Gets 14 on the catch. Second catch on this drive, but it's like, wow, man, could have been in the end zone. But he started celebrating too soon. There it is, wide open, Jamar Chase. His first touchdown of the game on his third catch. He's off to a fantastic start here in this first quarter, as that connection between him and J Money is right on point. 14-7 now as the Bangkok Pandas are leading this one here at home with 1:53 left to go in the first quarter. We get to see the Houston Stags and that Johnny Mutton Chops offense come back out for a second time as they look to get points on the board for another time. Wow, this time they're going to run it with the tight end. He gets 7. Give him 8, actually. It's 2nd and 2. They're going to drop back and pass. Uh-oh! Dominique evades the pressure, but he gets drilled. And he's able to pick up a first down. Wow. Way to avoid the sack, pick up a first down, and hold on to the ball on the big hit. Dominique, man, we have seen you progress and progress and progress throughout this season. And you got a bright future, my man. Steve Yondy. Wow. Incredible. 30 yards on his first catch. That man is dangerous. They're going to take this on the outside with Mutton Chops, but he's not able to get past Archie Wild, the rookie, former second-round pick in this most recent draft. Coming from the Vipers. Uh-oh. Running up the middle with Gonkson. He gets 8 on that. It's going to be a 3rd and 2. Could have had him maybe for 6, but he's able to kind of break off one tackle. Kind of carry a little bit of another one for 2 more yards. Ooh. Hit as he threw, but Dominique, wow. He stayed strong in the pocket. He saw the blitz coming, but he knew he had a man for a first down. So what did he do? He stayed strong, made the throw while taking the hit. Put his body on the line. Gonkson, man, that's a dangerous run up the middle. Give him 12. He is bulldozing his way over these Pandas linebackers right now. That'll do it for the first quarter, though, as it's 14-7. Pandas are leading here after 1. We still got a couple more to go. Uh-oh, Johnny Mutton Chops trying to take down on the outside. X-Factor come up with a 2-yard loss. Another rookie on this defense making plays. Wow. So far, some of these rookie defensive players on both teams are stepping up. Uh-oh, run right up the middle with Johnny Mutton Chops, and he does a little nice flip into the end zone. Man, that was nice. 9-yard run up the middle. Whew. Johnny Mutton Chops, you are something else. Not many like you. We are all tied up here in Bangkok as it is 14-14 with 5:40 left to go in the first half. Tina's going to get another chance at a return here for this one. Doesn't look like he's going to get anywhere on that. Give him 18. Ooh. Maybe should have let that one bounce through the end zone. J Money's going to drop back. Ooh, overthrows Trayvon Wright. Just can't get it to Trayvon Wright so far here in this one. But he finds Herb Collins. Wow. Nobody other than the man, Herb Collins himself. 55 yards. When in doubt, everybody knows. Trust in Herb. Ooh. Had him, tried to throw him open there. Could have maybe hit Flandy Floss right next to him. But he tried to get that to Jamar Chase. Threw him open just a little too far, though. Uh-oh. There's Herb Collins over the middle. It's going to be a 3rd and short. Wow. Going to mark Herb just a little short on that one, but he's getting involved in this passing game early. It's a 3rd and 1, and they're going to throw. Ooh, Ooh, can't connect. Wow, 4th and 1 here. Are they going to bring out Mr. Automatic in the field goal unit, or are they going to go for this? You got to kind of go for this, right? It's playoffs. Ooh, they're going to kick the extra or kick the field goal, go up by 3, and now they're going to rely on the defense. Wow. They haven't been able to stop the Stags yet, but with the way the defense has looked this season, they're going to let them try and get a stop here. See what Johnny Munchops has to say about it, though. Ooh, they're going to throw. Ooh, nearly intercepted by Tina. Instead, it's an 11-yard catch by Bimlock. For Pandas defense, when you see the Stags throw and you don't make a stop, it hurts because they don't throw often. But X Factor comes up with a 4-yard tackle for loss right there. They try to run it to the other side, hoping he wouldn't be there. And he said, surprise! Uh-oh. Big run by Johnny Muttonchops. They go to the other side, and X Factor wasn't there. And Muttonchops gets a 29-yard run. Wow. And they're at the 40-yard line. Not quite yet in field goal range. Ooh, Gongsun. He runs over one. Gets tackled from behind by another, or pushed out of bounds, I guess you could say. But he gets 23, and the Stags are in the red zone. Uh-oh. What a run by Johnny Muttonchops. He gets a 16-yard touchdown on that. His 3rd one of the first half. Wow. What a half for Johnny Muttonchops. Man, that's 3 touchdowns. He's got the Stags with the lead right now, 21-17 on the road. In the playoffs. They haven't been here in 7 seasons. And they're looking for their first playoff win in franchise history. Tina gets really no return on that one. 2:44 left to go here in the first half. Bangkok is trailing. And we get to see now what this offense can do. Is they have exactly 200 yards of total offense here. They're going to throw it deep. Ooh, and it's deflected by the McBot. Wow, I thought he had him there, but McBot gets his hand up on it. 2nd and 10. Uh-oh, gets that one over to Herb Collins. He's making a big play down the sideline as he's got almost 100 yards receiving in this one at the 32-yard catch. There's Herb Collins again. Wow. He's got a 14-yard catch, a first down for the Pandas. And they're at the 30-yard line. Under 2 minutes left to go, though, before the quarter ends. And the Stags get ball at halftime. Or at the start of the 3rd quarter. Ooh, scary throw right there. Deflected by Travis Hunter. His 2nd one so far this game. The rookie is making plays. That's what you need when you wanna win these playoff games on the road like that. Or a playoff game in general. You need your young players to make plays when they are called upon. And Jamar Chase comes up with a 20-yard catch. And he's got 4 for 88 and a touchdown here in this one. As he's got a 1st and goal now for these Pandas. Ooh, deflected. We got a minute 08 left to go here in this 2nd quarter. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Can the Pandas find a way to punch this in? J Money's going to drop back. He's going to throw. He's going to get it to Jalen Jones, but he's only going to pick up 4, and it's going to be a 4th and goal. Tough situation here for the Pandas. And they're going to go for it. Wow. 4th and goal from the 2, 3 yard line, and they're going to go for this, and they're going to get it. It's going to be Herb Collins. He's got his second touchdown of the game, 1 rushing and now 1 receiving to go with that. Wow, Herb Collins has had kind of a quiet year this year as he hasn't been used a whole lot during the regular season. But as soon as the playoff time comes around, you already know, trust in Herb. And that's what the Pandas are doing here in this one, as it is 24-21, 50 seconds left to go before the first half ends. And the Stags have a chance to do something very dangerous. If they can get points before the half ends, and then points on the first drive, start the third quarter, man, put themselves in incredible field position. But X Factor is going to come up with his third tackle for loss, this time for 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 15 from the 20, and the Stags use a timeout. Running up the middle. Ooh, big run right there for Gongson as he gets 8, as it's going to be a 3rd and 6. Just took a 2nd and long and made it a 3rd and manageable. And that's what you need from your stars. But JB comes up and makes a huge hit on Gongson as he gets no gain right there. And it's going to be 4th and 6. And they're going to punt this with 27 seconds left in the first half. You got to think you get a good return here from Tina. Put your guy, Mr. Automatic, in field position. Get some more points before you take it to the locker room. 14 seconds left. See if they can get a big play here. J Money's going to take off running with it. And he's going to get tackled from behind after he picks up 2. But that's going to take up a ton of time. And there's only 2 seconds left to go now. Wow. Now you're just going to either run it or just throw up a Hail Mary. Yeah. That's just going to be a incompletion for J Money as Tyree gets a deflection on that. And that'll do it for the first half here in our first playoff game of Season 8. And this has been nothing short of spectacular. This is a battle right now of the running backs, Johnny Mutton Chops versus Herb Collins. And let me tell you, neither one is backing down as the Pandas are currently leading this one at home right now, 24-21. But the Stags, man, they're looking good. And quarterback Dominique he's not back down so far. He's only thrown 6 times, but he also has 6 completions, 97 yards. They haven't needed him to throw because they're only down by 3 right now, but they haven't needed him to throw. But when they did, he makes the right reads, right completions. I mean, he evaded a sack at one point and got a first down. Dominique is playing winning football right now, whether you like it or not. But this has been an incredible first half right now. Bangkok Pandas are up 24-21 over the Houston Stags. Johnny Munt Chops has 3 first half touchdowns. Herb Collins, who we haven't really seen at all this season because it's been the Jalen Jones show, currently has a receiving and rushing touchdown. Over 100 yards receiving. Trustin Herb never fails to show up here in the playoffs, as he's trying to take his team to another Gold Bowl like he has done in recent seasons. As the Pandas are looking to try to make 3 straight Gold Bowls now. But the Stags, who haven't been to the playoffs in 7 seasons, are looking to stop that and get their first playoff win of their own and make their first trip of the Gold Bowl themselves. Let's get this third quarter started as we get to see Johnny Muntchops come back out as he gets ready to go here in this one, as he's down 3 with 2 quarters left to go. What does he have to say? And they try to run a toss to the outside. It's to Archie Wild, though, as he says, wait just a second. It's 2nd and 12 now. Are we going to see another run like we have most of this game? No, we're not. Dominique's going to drop back and pass, and he's going to get that over to him, the backup running back. And Analyzer comes up with a tackle there. It's going to be 3rd and 8. And can this Bangkok defense get off the field early here in this third quarter? It's going to be run up the middle. And they're not going to be able to get it. It's going to be a 4th and 7. Gongson had those runs all first half, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen here at the start of this third quarter. We're going to see the punter come out for a 4th and 7. Pandas get dangerous in this second half. Can the Stags find a way to stay in this thing? Maybe hold them to a field goal here as they're already crossed the 50-yard line. As they're at the 45 with an incredible return by Tina. I don't know. Stags have held them before, so they could get a stop. Look at that. J Money's got it. Ooh, he finally finds a way to get to Trayvon Wright. His second reception. Just now 11 yards. He got 8 on that one. Trayvon Wright has not seen a lot of action here so far in this one. Uh-oh. Gets it over to him there, though. Give him 13. Ooh, what could have been intercepted. Dangerous throwaway by J Money right there. Also, not sure why there wasn't an intentional grounding call. 2nd and 10. Uh-oh. Ooh, I thought that was going to be an interception right there, but Travis Hunter comes up with another deflection as he has been pretty shut down so far here in this game so far. Travis Hunter is not playing around. There is Trayvon Wright Jr., though, as he gets a catch on Travis Hunter right after I was talking about him being shut down so far in this game. Trayvon Wright comes up with a 23-yard catch. It's a 1st and goal situation from like the 1-yard line. J Money's just going to toss it right over the middle. And it's Dante Green. Only had 16 catches for around 300 yards this season. 1 touchdown. Gets him a touchdown here in the playoffs. In the most important game so far of the season, Dante Green gets a touchdown. Shows up big. When his number's called, he answered the phone. We got 3:35 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. It's 31-21. Houston Stags had a chance to take the lead on that last drive, but they were stopped on a quick 3-and-out. Ooh. Dominique's going to try to throw it there as they're now down 10, but Tina comes up with a deflection. Ooh, gets that. That's Steve Yondy for 19. His 2nd catch of the game. Maybe need to try to find a way to get him the ball more. He's dangerous. Second and 6. Dominique's going to drop back to pass again. Woo! He gets that to Cam Jones. This could be Cam Jones' last game of his career if they lose today, as he is retiring after the season. Uh-oh. Gets that for a 1st down to Bimlock. 12-yard catch on that one. Bimlock is one of the best receivers in the league, whether the stats show it or not. Ooh, down goes Dominique. And it's CJ Bosa coming up with a sack on a 9-yard tackle for a loss. And just like that, it's 2nd and 19. What do you see here from the Houston Stags? It's going to be a pass from Dominique. Uh-oh. Ooh. He got that to Bimlock, but it's only a gain of 3 yards, and it's going to be a 3rd and 16 from the 26. You got to think as long as you don't lose yards here, you can probably get a field goal. And they're going to run a toss to Johnny Muntchops. And Tina's going to be there for a tackle after a gain of 3. It's 4th and 13. Bring out the field goal unit here. Make this thing a touchdown game. Get your defense on the field. Fire them up and get a stop. Oh! No way! As it is just a little wide. And then missed from 38. Oh, you hate to see it. That's tough. Uh-oh. Trey Martin almost came up with it. An interception right there. Just got to stop for this defense. Jay Money's dropping back to pass. Gets it underneath. Ooh, he finds that's Dante Green. And Dante Green is off for a huge run right there of 46 yards. Wow. Dante Green, you are something. Run right up the middle with Herb Collins. He gets 8. Going to be a 2nd and 2. He's got 35 yards off just his second rush now. I haven't seen a whole lot of running here in this one from the Pandas. Uh-oh. Gets that over to Jalen Jones. He gets a 9-yard catch for Jalen Jones. Is he starting to heat up now in this one? Uh-oh. Trayvon Wright gets a touchdown on a 15-yard catch, and the Pandas extend this lead some more. And that missed field goal from the Stags is looking like it's going to hurt even more now because the Pandas just got to score. It's 38-21. We're headed into the fourth quarter, and so far the Stags have felt nothing but defeat here in this second half. With such a bright first half, only down 3 entering the locker room. Couldn't even been leading entering the locker room. Still in the game. That slowly found a way to fade out of it here in this one. But they got to stick to what was working. Continue to get Johnny Muntchops the ball because he can get you in the end zone quick. Pandas haven't found a way to really stop that yet. Uh-oh. Going to get that over to Bimlock. But it's going to be a 3-yard loss. Ooh. CJ Bosa. It's 3rd and 4. Ooh. Overthrows him. Just overthrows Leondi. Had him open over the middle. And I think that... Ooh, only a second incompletion of the game, and they're going to go for this one. Oh, he's got options. Oh, you hate to see it. Oh, my gosh. We were talking so good about Dominique earlier in the game. He was doing everything he needed from him, playing winning football. When they asked him to throw, he was making the right reads, and now he's just making the right reads. He's just overthrowing players. Jalen Jones gets 13 yards off his first rush of the game. Uh-oh, gets that one over to Herb Collins. Jalen Jones. Jalen Jones gets a touchdown here in the playoffs on his second rush. He's got 23 yards. And had 10 from that one. Wow. Oh, Johnny Muntchops. Johnny Muntchops off to the races. Is he in? Oh, 63-yard catch for Johnny Muntchops. Gets a 15 rushes now, 179 yards. He's got 3 touchdowns. Johnny Muntchops, man, you are beasting and feasting here in this one. Screen! Uh-oh. 1-yard completed pass. I guess it worked because they got a yard, but also did it work? You got Muntchops. Why are you not giving it to him? There he is, wide open. Oh, they throw it to the McBot. I thought it was going to be a Muntchops. He gets a touchdown, though. Stags are back on the board. They close the gap a little bit. Now they got to find a way to get some stops with this defense. As if the kicker can hit this one, and he does, it's 45-28. Ooh! Tina ran over a defender there. Gets 24 yards on the return. They're at the 32 now to start this drive as the Pandas come back out on offense with 3:10 left to go here in the fourth quarter. And this is what the Pandas are going to try to do what they do best, and that's run this these running backs, use them in a lot of different ways and take this thing to the finish. Alex Dar, this Houston Stags defensive line trying to make a play here. It's 3rd and 4. You can see run right up the middle with Jalen Jones. Fumble! And the Pandas recover. Wow. Jalen Jones coughed it up, but the Pandas found a way to get right back on it. Could have been the stop that the Stags needed. They're going to give it right back to Jones to show that they have trust in him and they know that fumbling is not an often thing. Did he get it first? They're going to bring out a chain gang. He got 3, but they're going to say it's going to be 3rd and inches. They're not going to give him a first down. I think that was an incredible spot by this referee crew. Going to be a run right with Jalen Jones. He gets a 5-yard run. And it's a first down for the Pandas as there's only 1:42 now left in this one. And they're just trying to keep eating away at this clock. Get Jalen Jones another first down run. You're going to drop back and throw here. Ooh, find Trayvon Wright. Zags are going to call timeout. They got 2 still remaining though, so there's no worry there. They still got their timeouts. Touchdown, Jalen Jones on his 10th rush of the game. It's a 20-yard touchdown and his 2nd of the night. Back-to-back drives. Jalen Jones caps them off with touchdowns. As the Pandas put that through with Mr. Automatic, and they are at a 52-28 lead right now. And let me tell you, I think it's safe to say now that the Pandas will be returning back to the Gold Bowl. The undefeated season looks to continue at 10-0 and now improves to 11-0. But as we all know, 11-0 don't mean nothing if you can't get 12-0. It's going to be 2nd and inches here with 1:04 remaining. They're at the 34-yard line. Going to get that to Cam Jones as he gets 21. It's looking like Cam Jones last season, this retirement tour for him is coming to, looking like it's going to be coming to an end. An incredible career so far for Cam Jones, man. Was a Lancer for many seasons. Had an amazing run there as a wide receiver, a top one from them. I mean, he was a part of the Lancers when they were actually making a push for the playoffs every season. It was a dangerous there with Taylor Washington. Found his way over to the Stags. And this is where he's going to end up retiring. And he's had a great run here as well. Ooh, down goes Dominique. CJ Bosa comes up with his 2nd sack. His 3rd tackle for loss. As it's going to be a 3rd down. 2 seconds left to go here in this one. As they're probably just going to try to get one last score here before the game to make it seem a little closer. And that's I thought they had it. Man. Thought they had Steve Yandi in the end zone wide open right there. But it's not going to happen. And the Bangkok Pandas at home are going to beat the Houston Stags and improve to 11-0 and move on to the Season 8 Gold Bowl. Wow. Incredible performance here by the Pandas, as this was a tough, hard-fought first half, as it was 24-21 entering the locker room. And then they pulled away in this second half, as Jay Money is looking like your player of the game, as he was 23 for 35, 384 yards, 4 touchdowns here in this one. He had him a dogfight in the first half, but he really rounded this offense together in the second half to take a hold of this game. And that has got him as player of the game honors. As the Pandas win this thing 52-28, as the Stags make the playoffs for the first time here in 7 seasons. It was season 1 the last time they made it. They didn't get the playoff win in that one. They don't get it here tonight. But the future looks like bright for the Stags. I mean, wow, incredible season. 6-4, make it to the playoffs when honestly not many people probably thought you were going to, and you made it. Congratulations though on a great season. But the Pandas win this thing 52-28, as Dominique was 19 for 23, 226 yards, 1 touchdown. Ben Block was 5 for 32. Yanni 4 for 72. Cam Jones 2 for 42. Goxon 4 for 56 receiving, 6 for 37 rushing. But Johnny Bunchops had a 10-yard reception, but he also had 15 rushes, 179 yards, 3 touchdowns. All 3 touchdowns, though, came in the first half. Stags going to get a whole lot of movement here in this second. Defense, though, Moses and Trey Martin both got 11 tackles here in this one, as they still continue dominant runs of playoff appearances. And, man, they was dominant here in this one. Travis Hunter had 3 deflections. Tyree had a deflection. Tackle for loss had, or TFLs had 2 tackles. Tim Jim had a tackle. Jaden Harrison had 2 tackles. Not a whole lot from the Stags defense. Had that missed field goal by the kicker. That was tough from 38. know what Jay Money did, man. He was your player of the game here in this one. Trayvon Wright was 6 for 74 and a touchdown. Jamar Chase was 4 for 88 and a touchdown. Dante Green 2 for 47 and a touchdown. Flandy Floss 1 for 18. That came in the first quarter. Jalen Jones had 4 receptions for 36 yards, 10 rushes, 85 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Herb Collins had 6 receptions for 121 yards and a receiving touchdown, 2 rushes, 35 yards, and a rushing touchdown. Herb Collins looking like a little bit of trying to get to his venture itself, as a trust in Herb never seems to go away here in the playoffs. Defensively, though, Nathan Bodie had 9 tackles. Grant White had 6. Archie Wild had 2 tackles for loss. Tina had a deflection. X Factor had 3 tackles for loss. A sack for Pablo Baby Carter Sanchez. 2 sacks and 3 tackles for loss for Bosa. Phelps had 3 tackles. Man, defense made it hard on the Stags here in the second half. Mr. Automatic had that 26 right before halftime. They ended up being big in this game. Man, this was a great one. This was a good one. It was a lot of fun. It was a dogfight. It was 21-24 going into halftime. And then now we're at the end of the game, and it's 52-28. It was a 28-7 second half. Pandas outscored the Stags. But this was an incredible game, man. It was a lot of fun. Wow. Pandas are going back to the Gold Bowl. 3rd straight season. But they haven't won a Gold Bowl since season 4. That's tough. That's tough, though. They're going to try to... They're 1-2 in the Gold Bowl. They're going to try to make it now 2-2, hopefully, if they'll be able to get a win. They play the winner of the Minnesota Polar Bears and the Berlin Hellhounds. That's coming up, though, right after this game. We got a quick little pregame that we got as we get things ready to go for kickoff for that one. Man, that's going to be a dogfight. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a lot of fun. We cannot wait to get over to that. Whoo! We got the Berlin Hellhounds, your defending Gold Bowl champions, trying to get back to it to face the Bangkok Pandas once again, 2nd straight season. But can the Minnesota Polar Bears stop that as they're at home? And let me tell you, They've played the Pandas once in the Gold Bowl back in season 6, and they got it done. Polar Bears won it. They're ready to try to do that again, but first they got to get through the Berlin Hellhounds. Man, that one's going to be a good one. That one's coming up here shortly. We can't wait to get over to that. And we'll see y'all then. Maybe it's that polar bear favoritism, as the sky is at Minnesota blue, as they get ready to take on a rival in the Berlin Hellhounds, who they haven't seen in the playoffs since the Gold Bowl of Season 5, where the Polar Bears squeezed out a win in that one. It hasn't been too good for the matchup since then, as the Hounds have won the matchup since in the regular season. But it doesn't matter, because today, it's a new season. It's a new day. Not only that, it's the new playoffs. Everybody has a new opportunity, a new chance. And we just watched us an amazing game between the Houston Stags and the Bangkok Pandas, where the Pandas were able to dominate in the second half and pull away from a 3-point game at the half and end up winning that one 52-28. That was an incredible game by everybody. J Money ended up getting your player of the game of that one. Herb Collins looking like a little bit of his old self there in that receiving game. Trusting Herb as always. But man, how about Trayvon Wright, man? Him and Jamar Chase, they showed up big as well. Really helped J Money out. And then defensively, man, CJ Bosa did his thing. But not only that, you got to look at on the Stags, man. Johnny Muttonchops had 3 touchdowns. They all came in the first half, but he had 3 touchdowns. Dominique had a passing touchdown. It was a good game, though. Just Stags weren't able to pull it out. Pandas do take that. And they await the winner here of this one for the Season 8 Gold Bowl. Man, that one's going to be a lot of fun. We can't wait to see what happens there. We talked to Milo Newman, though, head coach of the Minnesota Polar Bears, on what he thinks the keys to winning this game is and who he thinks will probably break out here tonight and have him a big game. But we'll get to that one a little bit later. What is crazy, though, is this could be Drew Davis and Micah Pope's last game as Polar Bears and last games as players here in the CWSFL, as retirement is coming for them after the end of this season. Man, hate to see that for those guys. Incredible players, future Hall of Famers. Those guys are dogs. Been great pieces to the dynasties for the Polar Bears. I mean, without those guys, Polar Bears don't have this dynasty. So it's going to be tough to see the league with not having a Drew Davis or a Micah Pope. But it is coming, and this could be the last game. Not only that, you got Dingleberry, who his PR team, not only the PR team, but him himself too. Everybody on the Dingleberry side has been letting it known. They're preaching it. They're telling everybody Dingleberry will not be returning to the Polar Bears after a loss to the Lancers last week. So far, it doesn't matter if they win it all or not. It's Dingleberry is out. He's had it. He's done. Spent 1 year here. Wants no more. Hellhound side of things, Jaquan Freesmith is putting up another MVP type season. I am Vontae Adams and Kippa Jones, 2 of the best receiving duos in the league. Man, they're dominant. Unknown Safari has not lost a step. And then you got Axel the Axeman ready to take over when he does start losing a step. Man, Hellhounds are looking dangerous right now. That Berlin wall on the offensive side, defensive side is dangerous. And that is going to be a huge key in this one. What can happen with that offensive line versus defensive line battle? That's going to be a tough matchup, and we cannot wait for it. But when we talked to Milo Newman about the keys to this game, he really let it be known that you got to shut down the top 3 players for the Hounds, Freesmith, Iron Vontae Adams, and Artemis. You have to shut those down. He says if you can shut them down, if you can find a way to stop them, you put yourself in a position to win the game. That gives you the advantage, and you can win. And then not only that, he Milo Newman, he expects Dingleberry to get a ton of opportunities here in this one. He knows he's not getting a ton of attention this year like everyone expected. But, man, he doesn't think that'll happen here today. He thinks it's going to be a Dingleberry show, and he's going to be able to ball out here in this one. Not only that, he expects Reggie White, Tremont King, Hex Holy Cross, and Apollo Pickington to lead the way for this team. Not just his defense, but lead the way for this team. And with the emotions, the energy, and really bring home what this team is trying to accomplish here this season. Man. And they've been in the league for a while, so Milo expects them to know the Hounds' tendencies to be ready to play. And it should be a good one. We also talked to head coach for the Berlin Hellhounds. We talked over to Artemis. Man, just trying to figure out, what are the thoughts before this big game, and kind of where the team is at. And man, we're gonna get down to the sideline and let's hear what he's got to say.
Yeah, so I'm feeling pretty good. At the same time, I know that the Polar Bears, even though we blew them out earlier this season, are not an easy opponent. They've had a lot of historical success, and they got a couple of smart people there. So of course, I'm gonna be watching out, seeing how they're doing. But overall, I do believe in our team, and I do believe in especially our defense to get things done. I think that the keys to success for tonight for this defense is just going to be getting to that quarterback. Really what it comes down to is, it's a great team, but at the same time, Drew Davis is getting older, and he just, he doesn't quite have the mind that he used to. And so if you kind of get to him, if you pressure him, he starts crumbling. And, that's what we really want to do, is we just want to bury them. Just give them a big welcome to hell moment.
Whew. This is, man, both these coaches are fired up, if you can't tell already. We've spoke with both coaches now, man. Both players are fired up. Game's getting ready to begin. Dude, this is going to be a dogfight. The winner of this game goes on to take on the Pandas in the Season 8 Gold Bowl. That one's going to be a lot of fun. It's a week from Saturday. Whew. But, man, it's time, because we got the Around the World Sports Network crew here to present the Minnesota Polar Bears hosting the Berlin Hellhounds for the Season 8 playoffs in the CWSFL. Man, it's the second game of the night. We already saw the Bangkok Pandas take on the Stags and win. Now we get to see the Polar Bears and the Hounds, a rematch from the Season 5 Gold Bowl, where both teams are coming in with a ton of energy and a ton of hate for each other, and they're ready to lay it all on the line because they do not want to go home after this. Let's get down to the field. Let's get this one started. And we got us a good one. And it's time for the Minnesota Polar Bears to take on the Berlin Hellhounds. Man, we got us a good one here. As that last time these two teams faced off, the Hounds blew out the Polar Bears, man. Just destroyed them. Wasn't even close. It was here on this field. But let me tell you, a lot has changed since that week. I believe week 7 matchup. And Quan Freesmith and this Hellhounds offense start off with the ball. And, on the very first play, they try to throw it deep to Kippa Jones, and they can't connect. And just like that, 2nd and 10. Throwing underneath, though, and he's got Charlie Stagg. Start into. Uh-oh, they're going to run it. Ooh, Tremont King shows up there. It's going to be a 4th and 2. No gain for the Hounds. They're going to punt this here early. Wow, no, they're going to go for it. Who would have guessed it? Oh, and they got him. They got Kippa Jones. Wow, and they only needed 2, and Kippa Jones said, I got you 41. You ain't even got worried. Incredible 4th and 2 early in the game by the Hellhounds. Very, very risky, dangerous decision. It was early. They were inside their own territory. And they go for it, and it pays off. Now they're in the red zone. 5-yard catch by Unknown Safari. Uh-oh. Ooh, what a hit. Lonzo, the rookie. Man, we have been seeing rookies, especially on defense, man. Both games so far now, making plays. Their number's called, and they're answering the phone. Quan Freesmith has all time in the pocket. This time he gets it to Iron Vontae Adams for a 9-yard catch. Definitely a first down there. Move those chains. They're at the 14-yard line. They're in a scoring position. There it is. Ooh. They don't get in there, though, but they get an 11-yard catch. It's first and goal now. Probably from the, 2-yard line? Yep, 2-yard line. Ooh, he had a Charlie Stagg for an easy little just lob pass right over the line of scrimmage. Didn't take it. Throws it all the way to the right corner and gets it to Kippa Jones. And just like that, Berlin Hellhounds are on the board first here in this game. 7-0. Dino Dill puts it through the uprights. Can the Polar Bears match? Drew Davis, Micah Pope. Could be their final game in a Polar Bears uniform and in the CWSFL. We get to see them come out of the field now. What are they going to do? Ooh, first play of the game. Down goes Drew Davis. Asher McSprouderson with a 9-yard loss. Ooh. That's dangerous. They're at the 17-yard line now. It's 2nd and 19. That's tough. Now you got to get it. You don't have to get it all back here, but you have to make it something manageable. But they get it all back. They get it. Dingleberry for 32 yards. On a 2nd and 19, they get it to 19. And just like that, it's a first down. Move those chains. Micah Pope takes off running with this one. Second and 5 here. Uh-oh, another toss on but this time on the other side. Big play right there for Michael Popitz. He gets 14. Second rush now, 19 yards. Moving the chains. Doesn't get much better than that. Wow, Mr. Big, 25-yard catch, and just like that, Polar Bears are in a first and goal situation from the 8-yard line, and they got a chance to try to tie things up if they can get in the end zone here for this one. It's going to be tough, though. Hounds play very, very strong goal line defense, and it doesn't matter. Turkey Dingleberry comes up with an 8-yard catch. It's his second one of the day, 40 yards receiving. Add a touchdown to it, all on one drive so far. As we got under 2 minutes left to go here in the first quarter, and the Minnesota Polar Bears and the Berlin Hellhounds are all tied up at 7 apiece here in the Season 8 CWSFL playoffs. Both teams have had a drive. Both teams have had a score. Second drive now here for the Hounds. Can they get another score? Freesmith is going to pass. And he's going to get it to Iron Vontae Adams, who does what he does best. And that's pick up those run after the catches. And he loves that yardage. He loves that yardage like that. Dude is dangerous when it comes to his speed, man. Ooh! Down goes Freesmith. Reggie Watt comes up with a 9-yard loss, as it's a big sack for Watt as he continues on what was a dominant regular season for him. Could be the best defensive lineman in the league this season. But Unknown Safari, he says, "Oh, this Johnny Muntop." Who? Man, that's crazy. Unknown Safari is not playing around as he. Oh, they didn't give him a first down though. It's 3rd and inches. Wow, incredible spot. They get it to Axel, the Axeman. 8-yard catch. First little bit of action here in this one. As they're a first and goal situation from the 9-yard line. And are they going to score before this first quarter ends? Uh-oh. Ooh, that's deflected. Who's it going to be? Paul Blackman. Took him since Season 6 Gold Bowl. when he last had deflections. And then now he's had them in the past 2 weeks. Last week, this week. Wow. You broke the curse, and it looks like it's broke for good. Ooh, who is it? Somebody got a deflection on, and it's Kai Jordan, the rookie. What did I tell you? The rookie defenders this playoffs, man. They've been really picking up the phone, and they've been getting tested too. Ooh, I thought that was gonna be an interception. Can't happen. That'll do it though for the first quarter, as we're all tied up 7-7. Polar Bears are in a first and goal situation from the 9-yard line, and they're gonna go for it. This could be a huge stop for this Polar Bears defense. And they get it! Just like that, they get a turnover on downs, and Minnesota gets the stop, and this crowd is electric right now. Man, it is everybody on their feet. Fans are going insane. Intercepted! Rat God comes up big for this Hellhounds defense. Right after their offense turned it over on downs. Drew Davis. Wow, what has happened to you? That's insane. Oh, in the very next play, Axel the Axeman gets a 9-yard catch. And it's a touchdown for the Hounds. And what was a crazy sequence. And a wow start to this second quarter for us. What was a last 30 seconds has been insane. Berlin Hellhounds lead this thing 14-7 as it's 5:30 left to go here in the second quarter. Polar Bears, they got to shake that interception off, get back to the run game. Micah Pope was doing very well with it. And move forward. Down goes Drew Davis again. Who is it? DeQuavion Gillis. Gillis comes up with a big sack right there. Drew Davis is back in another 2nd and 19 situation. Can you find Dingleberry? They do, but this time it's not for 40 yards. It's for 8. 3rd and 11. The 3rd and long here. That's dangerous. Wow. And you're already down 7. It's going to be a bad turn of events here if you can't get this first down. Oh, they're going to give him a first down on an 11-yard catch. Wow, Polar Bears, you just barely squeezed by on that one. But the chains move, and that's all that matters. What a run up the middle for Tank Virtue as he gets 9 and some inches. 2nd in inches now. This chain crew has been incredible with these spots and these marks. And wow, somebody needs to give them a raise here. As Mr. Big comes up with a 15-yard catch right there. Polar Bears offense is moving as they're at the 40-yard line now, across midfield. They're looking to try to tie things back up here in the second quarter. Uh-oh. Mr. Big, have yourself a half. 66 yards receiving now off 4 catches. Woo. It's dangerous. Uh-oh! Touchdown, Dingleberry! 26-yard catch for the Minnesota Polar Bears. And just like that, Joe Wanaban is going to come out onto the field, take an attempt at a PAT, and try to tie this thing up here in the playoffs. And that is exactly what is going to happen. It is 14-14. Wow. Can the Polar Bears find a way to get a stop here, or will the Berlin Hellhounds continue to move the ball with, I don't want to say ease, because they have had to do it on some 4th downs, but it's kind of been with ease. They know if they can get it on 4th down, then it makes it easier to get 10 yards. Because look at that, Kippa Jones coming in with a big 35-yard catch. His 4th catch of the first half, 89 yards so far. Touchdown as well. Wow. Ooh. Kai Jordan got a deflection right there. Man, if you turn around, you got a pick. Could be pick 6. Nothing but would have been green grass ahead of you, man. Oh, what a catch right there for a first down. Caught it by Charlie Stagg, got a few yards running, and was able to pick up a first down. That's just great play right there by the Hounds. Ooh, Kai Jordan is coming up with these deflections like crazy over there. He already has 4 here in this half. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Kipper Jones got a little loose. He was shaking and baking, and, well, he got himself a little freed up there and was able to pick up some yardage as the Hounds are now first and goal from the 8-yard line. Uh-oh. Charlie Stagg tried to start celebrating as soon as caught that. Only got a yard. Polar Bears were all over that one. Uh-oh, but they're not all over that one as Unknown Safari runs it right up the gut. Picks up 7 yards untouched as the Hounds walk their way into the end zone. And it's blocked! The PAT is blocked by the rookie Lonzo. And just like that, the rookie defenders continue to show up big. Wow. It's 20-14. 1:20 left to go here in the first half. Polar Bears also get ball to start the third quarter. So you got to think here, if you can win the middle 4, last 2 in the second, first 2 in the third, you're in great spot for the game. They run that with Micah Pope. Get 8 on that, as it's going to be 2nd and 2 here. 1:05. Uh-oh, Drew Davis is going to try to fade the pressure. And he does for a minute, but he still gets brought down from behind by Artemis, and that's a 4-yard loss. Uh-oh, run on the outside from Micah Pope. Micah Pope comes up with a 24-yard run. He's got over 50 rushing yards now. 34 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. They're past midfield. They're going to try to run it again with the Pope. And he gets a big run right there, 15 yards. Polar Bears call another timeout. 27 seconds left to go. They got 1 remaining at the 31-yard line. This run is working very well right now. Now they're going to pass. Ooh, get it over to Tank. He gets 7 on that. Uh-oh, 19 seconds. They use their last timeout. Maybe enough for a play, at most 2, depending on how it goes. Uh-oh. What a play by Gunny. Could have been a touchdown. That could be a touchdown saving tackle right there. As Michael Pope gets 5 yards. They got 4 seconds left to go. They're going to have to kick a field goal here. Make this thing a 3-point game. And they do just that. Wow, Joanna, man. Right through the uprights for a 35-yard field goal right as time expires to go into the locker room here at halftime. And, folks, we got a ball game right now. Coach Milo Newman told you before the game Dingleberry was going to have to be a factor and really get involved in this one to help try to make them help them win this game. And that's Dingleberry's involved. Quan Freesmith having quite the first half, though. 228 yards, 2 touchdowns. As the Hounds are leading right now on the road, 20-17, man. This is a tough one. It's been a dogfight. It's been a back and forth. We've seen an insane start to the second quarter. We've seen a great first half. Winner of this goes on to face the Bangkok Pandas in the Season 8 Gold Bowl. Either team, man, when they face off with the Pandas, it's going to be a great game. Can't wait for that. But first, we got to get through this second half, and the Polar Bears start off with the ball. They got that field goal to go to make it a 3-point game before half. Now they got a chance to take the lead here. at the start of the third quarter. But this Hounds defense doesn't play around, and they really turn up the heat in the second half. So we're going to have to see what happens here in this third quarter. And just like that, we're going to start off with a good field goal by Don O'Dell to get things going. We're getting word, though, that's not going to count. Oh, can't connect to Dingleberry. Over the middle. That was going to be a tough throw if they did connect on that. Drew Davis gets to Dingleberry there, though, and man, he's got 16. Nearing 100 yards. Micah Pope. Incredible. 35-yard run. He's over 100 rushing yards now in this one. Ooh, Drew Davis gets that over to Mr. Big for a big catch. And that is going to be a 2nd and short now. They're at the 14. They got 1 yard to get a first down. Just run this up the middle with either running back. It's worked well so far. They're not going to do that. They're going to pass. Drew Davis gets it over to Micah Pope. Gets 5 and a first down. His first reception so far in this game. Wow. 9-yard catch. And there it is. A wide open Dingleberry. He's got 100 yards now on 3 touchdowns. And he just gave the Polar Bears the lead. He's been talking all week ever since the loss to the Lancers happened. This is his last season. He's out. He's not returning to the Polar Bears. And what could be his final game as well with the Bears. He's got 3 touchdowns, 100 yards, and 6 receptions so far. And we still got a whole quarter and a half to play in this one. Pandas. Sorry about that. Polar Bears are winning 24-20. As Freesmith cannot connect. Kippa Jones there on a 1st and 10. It's going to break up a 2nd and 10 now. Freesmith just going to drop back to pass again. He's got options. And he gets it over to Smith. Hasn't seen a whole lot of action today because that's his first catch here. And it comes in the second half, and it's on a big 2nd and long. He gets 21, though. Moves the chains. Puts him close to midfield now in a lot better position. Uh-oh. Ooh! That's hit free, though, by Hex Holy Cross. As Charlie Stagg could not hold on to that. Heck's been a top linebacker here in the league for seasons now. He's been a part of the Polar Bears dynasty for its entire. But Charlie Stagg comes up with a huge catch and run right there for 41 yards. It's a 4 for 61 now on the day for Charlie Stagg. Wow. Tight end showing up big here for Freesmith. Oh, I thought that was going to be a house call. God, Jordan looked like he was going to run up, time it perfectly, catch it, and just take that straight down for 80 yards. Didn't happen, though. Another deflection for Kai Jordan. Just got a ton of them. Uh-oh. Ooh. New players getting involved in the deflections as they try to get that to Iron Vontae Adams. The new player says, not so fast. It's going to be a 3rd and 10. This is a big 3rd down here for the Hounds. They go for it, it looks like, on 4th down, so they just got to get close. And it is another deflection. This time Apollo Pinkington. Wow. 4th down, do they take the 3? No, they don't. They're going to go for it. Woo! And it's a turnover on downs as the Polar Bears defense holds strong here in the red zone. And now Drew Davis and Micah Pope come back. And they get that to the Tank. Over the middle for 13 yards. He's got 20 receiving yards now. And so far, this has already started better than the last turnover on downs the Polar Bears defense got. Uh-oh, gets that to Dingleberry. He gets 11. Wow, Dingleberry is going crazy in this one. Intercepted! What a horrible throw by Drew Davis. That was basically a punt. Just threw it deep to Gunny. Wow, it was like Drew was trying to throw the game right there. Just gave it right back to the Hounds as they had a chance to extend this lead by 2 scores. Oh, now the Polar Bears got to come back up for another big stop. Tremont King gets a deflection there. 2nd and 10. Couldn't get that to Unknown Safari. Wow, Drew Davis, man. Oh, my. Just a bad throw, bad decision. Because look at that. Now, Free Smith, the Iron Vontae Adams for a 32-yard catch. He's got 4 receptions now. And the Hounds they're moving again. They did get in the red zone last time and turnover on down. So, Hounds ain't over till it's in the end zone. And they're in the end zone right on cue. 27-yard catch and run for Charlie Stagg. Already having an incredible performance here in this one. And now for the first touchdown of the game, Charlie Stagg gives the Hounds a 3-point lead. (24-27), a minute left to go here in the third quarter. Polar Bears are back out on offense. Hopefully Drew Davis doesn't get a little greedy again and starts really trying to sling it like back in the old days. Trusted Micah Pope. He's been dominant here in this one. Dang, down goes Drew Davis. Asher McSpradison comes up with the 2nd sack of the game. This time it's only a 1-yard loss. Good thing it's not 9 or 4 like it has been in the past so far. It's only 2nd and 11. Uh-oh. Gets that over to Mr. Big for 15. Mr. Big almost has 100 yards. Ooh. Second and 1 here on the last play of the third quarter. Well, the Polar Bears got a first down on it. They will. They get it over to Clout. What is that? Clout's first catch of the game. It is, and it's for first down here. Time to put your 4s up because we're headed to the fourth quarter as the Minnesota Polar Bears are currently down 3 at home. But they're moving the ball. They're across the midfield. Ooh, that's deflected. Rat God, who had an interception earlier, gets his hands on that one for a deflection. Wow, Drew Davis finds Clout. And Clout takes off down the sideline for a gain of 38 yards. And just like that, he goes to having no catches to here in the fourth quarter with a huge one. Wow. Ooh, get that over to Dingleberry for a 4-yard catch. Dingleberry is having quite the game here in the playoffs. Ooh, Tank flips into the end zone for a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Polar Bears have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter at home. And this crowd is on their feet and they're going wild. And the Polar Bears have taken a 4-point lead here in this one with 5:07 left to go. And the defense is going to come back out and try to force another turnover on downs. Oh, should have been intercepted. Kipper Jones, 11-yard catch. Chains move for the Hounds. But the clock continues to tick. Ooh! Deflected. They're going to say pass dropped right there. That was definitely a deflection by this Polar Bears defense. Either way, though, it's a no gain. It's 2nd and 10. Ooh, I thought that was going to be an interception, but Kyle Jordan comes up with another deflection. 7 now so far in this one. I'm telling you, Free Smith has been testing these rookies, and every single time the rookie shows up, he passes. It's no problem. 7 deflections? Wow. Ooh, thought that could have been intercepted, but on a 3rd and 10, they get 6 yards. It's going to be a 4th and 4 now. Makes it a lot more manageable for this Hounds offense. They look to try to get a first down, and they do just that. They need 4 yards. Charlie Stagg breaks it free on the sideline for a gain of 41. He gets the first down and much more than that, as it's Hounds at the 18-yard line. 1st and 10. Free Smith drops back to pass. There it is, a wide open Kipper Jones. Woo! 17-yard catch for a touchdown. And the Berlin Hellhounds are back on the board. And they're back on top here late in the 4th quarter. And just like that, it's 34-31 with a good PAT from Dino Dill. And now can the Hounds defense step up big with the lead late here in the 4th. 3 minutes, 23 seconds left to go here. Problem is, Polar Bears have to score. But if they do they score too quick? Gets that one to Micah Pope for a first down. Gets 11 on that. Big play by Pope. This could be his last game. He wants to leave it all on the line. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Tank spins his way free as he gets 18 yards right there. And a first down. Polar Bears are moving the ball. 2:42 left to go here in this game. This is a huge drive right here. As it's all fumble! And the Hounds recover. Wow. No way another season could end off a fumble late in the game for the Polar Bears. You cannot make this up. 2nd and 10. Defense has to show up here. Has to show up. 2:27 left to go. 2nd and 10. 34-31. Can the Hounds move the ball? No, they cannot. 3rd and 10. Tries to get it to Axel right there, but it's thrown to Axel out of bounds. Free Smith all alone in the backfield. Gets that over to Smith for a gain of 8 yards. It's 4th and 2. Sorry about that, folks. 2:01 left to go here in the game. 4th and 2. Huge play. And it's deflected. It's a turnover on downs. The Polar Bears have another shot as Drew Davis trots back on the field for 1:49 left to go to try to take his team back to the Gold Bowl. And they get that over to Dingleberry. It's a gain of 19 yards for number 19. He's got 9 receptions, 134 yards, 3 touchdowns. Can he get one more, though, one more touchdown for the win? Down goes Drew Davis as DeQuavion Killis comes up with a big 10-yard sack. It's going to be a 2nd and 20. And the Polar Bears call timeout with 1:26 left to go here in the game. That's 5 tackles for loss now by this Berlin wall. Throwing it deep, and Dingleberry could not come up with it. It's a big 3rd and 20 here. Wow. Minute 16 left to go. He at least got to get in field goal range. And they can't make it happen. It's going to be 4th and 20 with a minute 09. Could DeQuavion Killer sack come up huge on this drive? Could it have been the play that stalled it out? That stopped it all? It's not going to happen. It's a turnover on downs with a minute 01 left to go. 34-31 left in the game. And it's looking like the Berlin Hellhounds defense might be able to come up with a stop when it matters most. Still a minute left to go in the game. He's got all day in the pocket. Throws it out of bounds. 49 seconds left. Still a lot of time left in this one. First down seals it, though. 3rd and 10. Hellhounds are going for these home run balls. Intercept it! No way, Hex Holy Cross! Just picked off Daquan Freesmith and put the Polar Bears in field goal range with 22 seconds left to go. Sorry about that. Incredible. On 3rd and 10, Hex Holy Cross picks off Freesmith. 14 seconds left. Polar Bears call timeout. Gets it over to Dingleberry. Timeout. 6 seconds left. Oh my gosh. 6 seconds left. No timeouts. They're going for the win. And they're not going to get it. They're not going to get it. The Berlin Hellhounds defense comes up huge on the final play of the game. And the Polar Bears lose at home. Wow. What a performance by both teams. A down-to-the-wire game here in this one. And yet, the Hounds come out on top after almost blowing it. Daquan Freesmith is looking like your player of the game here in this one. 25 for 48, 432 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Wow. We could be in overtime right now. But they went for the win and didn't get it. As it is 31 to 34. The Berlin Hellhounds are back in the Gold Bowl to face the Bangkok Pandas again for the 2nd straight season. It's the Battle of the East. As Freesmith, we know what he did. He was your play of the game. 4 for 89 for Vontae Adams. 7 for 133 and 2 touchdowns for Kippa Jones. 2 for 29 for Smith. 7 for 135 and a touchdown for Charlie Stagg. Unknown Safari had 3 receptions, 29 yards, 2 rushes, 7 yards, and a touchdown. Axel the Axeman was 2 receptions for 17 yards and a touchdown. This defense, though, Rat God and Gunny had interceptions. Jake Augustine had 14 tackles. Artemis had a sack. Asher had 2 sacks. Killers had 2 sacks. Man, this was a game. Wow. Drew Davis, 26 for 33, 352 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Dingleberry, 11 for 154, 3 touchdowns, 19 run after catch. Mr. Big, 6 for 90. Cloud, 2 for 43. Micah Pope, 2 receptions, 16 yards, 7 rushes, 106 yards. Tank, 5 receptions, 49 yards, 3 rushes, 23 yards, and a touchdown. Defense, though, Holy Cross had an interception that could have been one of the game, took him to overtime, but it gave him a chance. He came up big on a 3rd and 10. New player had 5 tackles and a deflection. Kai Jordan had 8 deflections. Pickington had 4 tackles. A sack by Reggie Watt. Sack for Lonzo. Jawan Man had that field goal right before the half. Wow. This was an unbelievable game. This was an amazing performance by both teams. Polar Bears, though, come up just a little bit short. They had plenty of opportunities to win this game, and they just couldn't get it done. It was a 3-point lead by the Hounds at half, and it's a 3-point lead here at the end of the game. But the Berlin Hellhounds are back in the Gold Bowl. The defending champs are going to get a chance to get the two-peat as they face the Bangkok Pandas. It's a battle of the East. That's going to be an amazing game and great performance, hopefully, by both teams. Wow. This was incredible. Bangkok Pandas beat the Houston Stags earlier. Now the Berlin Hellhounds take on the Minnesota Polar Bears and beat them 34-31. This was an amazing round of the playoffs. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed every minute of it, and I hope you all did too. Both teams, man, they fought like crazy. All four teams, man, fought like crazy today. But it's going to be the Berlin Hellhounds taking on the Bangkok Pandas in the Gold Bowl for the third time this season. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got the Banana Bowl and the Devs coming up on Saturday. And then next Saturday, we got the Silver Bowl and the Gold Bowl. A week from Saturday. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you all enjoyed this first round of the playoffs, man. It was 2 great games. I enjoyed every minute of it. But we appreciate y'all watching and tuning in, though. As we'll catch y'all in the Banana Bowl on Saturday.